Let's talk about Dorothy in Wonderland. So yes, I've been here in like 2 weeks. That's because I was in a musical, and then I got a cold, and I had a really bad breakout, like all over. And I just did not want to film with that, and I don't like putting makeup all over my. Anyway, doesn't matter. Um, anyway, hey, I'm Brenda Harvey, author of the conspiracy series. Welcome back to my channel. So as I legit just mentioned, I was in a musical called Dorothy in Wonderland. Yes, it's The Wizard of Oz and Alice in Wonderland smushed together. It was a lot of fun. I got to play the Mad Hatter. So let's just start there. So I had this really cool costume. It's like oversized pinstriped suit and with this like purple shirt, and then it had just this obnoxious bow tie. It was huge. It was ridiculous. It was great. And I had this like belt of just like threads. It's like it was great. And that's actually where I ended up putting my mic pack. Fun fact. So my goal, because so for our drama program, basically you have to like do your hair, you do your makeup, just whatever we don't need from the drama closet, you bring yourself. So like I brought my boots, I brought like tank top and shorts to go under my costume. And my goal was legit to see how far I could go without my director having a heart attack. And that's what I did. So I dyed my hair temporarily pink and blue, just like a braid. It stained the inside of the hat and it stained my forehead really, really bad. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So there were four of us in what we call the Hatter Gang. So that would be me, the Hatter, the March Hare, the Dormouse, and the Scarecrow. The Hatter was obviously me. The March Hare was my friend who's a sophomore. She is in my Latin class. She was in my drama class last year, and she's done the play since she was a freshman. And then the Dormouse was a girl from OLB who just kind of came to be our Dormouse, and she was great. Not coming to my school next year, unfortunately. But Scarecrow was actually my friend whose codename is Esty, top secret. Yeah, I have a book report due on Friday that I have not started. Well, I've read the book, sort of. Not really. It's not important. So another thing, my brother was actually in the show, so he was a flying monkey and a card. Yeah, if you didn't know, I have a brother. He's almost 12, so he's 11. I still say he's 8 when people ask. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so let's kind of talk about Tech Week. So Tech Week, if you didn't know, is the week when we have all our mics set up, we have lights. We ended up having like 2 dress rehearsals, Wednesday and Thursday. On Thursday, the boys in our cast were missing, and Friday was opening night. But we had like Tech Week food, which is great. On Monday, we did not have food, so I got Panera, and gosh, I think my brother got McDonald's. Honestly, yeah. And then Thursday, like I said, was dress rehearsal. Thursday was a half day for me, so I needed to get myself lunch. So I drove to IHOP and I brought Dune the book, which I'm reading. It like if you want my opinions on Dune, it's kind of slow moving. It's interesting how it's written, but the story, like it's not an easy read. It's very dense. So that's my 2 cents on Dune. But anyway, So I drove to IHOP by myself, and I had IHOP. I had like, gosh, I think I had cupcake pancakes and fries. And I just sat there and I read Dune by myself, and it was kind of amazing. Like, I I mean, I've been to restaurants by myself before, but normally it's just like to get takeout. This is the first time I actually enjoyed like eating by myself at a restaurant, and it was the best. Highly, highly recommend. Then I went back to school where someone else had to do my makeup. Because, like I said, goal was to go as wild as possible. So one of my eyes was pink, the other was blue. Maybe it was like pink and purple. I had like a bright red lip. It was ridiculous. I think I have like a time lapse of me putting on like the rest of my stage makeup, so like mascara and blush. I think I have that somewhere, so I can find that. I don't know. Um, yeah, so that was dress rehearsal. Um, and then opening night. That was Friday. We had a snow day that day. So honestly, I think everyone knew we were going to still do the show, but we didn't get confirmation until like 1 o'clock that the show was still going on. Um, but we got there an hour early. We had so many mic problems. They were squeaking, turning off, just like crackling. But it went well. March Hare and I. So there's this scene. It's the courtroom scene when Alice is on trial for stealing the Queen's tarts, and March Hare and I are in the gallery. So we're just kind of watching the shenanigans go down, and we have popcorn. Yeah, so we were eating popcorn into our mics like the entire time. It was great. Um, yeah, I will be 100% honest with you. Like, Saturday we had two shows, so technically I'm getting ahead of myself, but Saturday we had two shows. I ate my props. I would consistently eat my props. Yeah, I would just eat that popcorn. Which, we got fresh popcorn every time, so it didn't really matter, but just got that. Ate all the leftover popcorn. Just backstage, top secret, no one found out until I told everyone. Let's see. Friday, that's when my parents came. Um, Trying to think what else I can say. Well, okay, so there's this song. It's um, Dorothy and her gang and Alice, and they're saying to the Queen of Hearts, "You're nothing but a wicked old witch." And then the Queen of Hearts is basically saying like, "Okay, off with your head," and like her entire posse. Technically, I was part of that posse, so that's the part I was saying. I could not care less. Like there was a part that I was like really into it. Into it. I didn't know whose head we were cutting off, but I knew I knew we were into it. And then I lost interest. Lost interest. I had to figure out how to put a teapot in my hat. That's a whole separate issue. I made a teapot out of paper mache and wire. It broke. Every single rehearsal we used it. Eventually, I don't even know what I did, but I basically like glued it together. It was difficult. By the end, it did not look like a teapot, but I pulled it out of my hand and was like, "This is a nice warm cup of tea should perk him right up." Did not, but tin does not rust. Tin doesn't rust. It's very, very important. Okay, let's talk about Saturday. So, I have like some clips from Saturday. Like, my intention was to vlog on Saturday, and then I kind of like didn't get enough clips, and it was a thing. Um, basically got there, got in costume, did the show at 2 o'clock, and then I went out and I got Arby's for me and my brother for like dinner, lunch, whatever you call it, like that little between shows. And that's where this clip is from. Arby's drive-thru line like this. Like, I didn't even question it, at least not to my face. But yeah, the show went well. Honestly, I think it went better than definitely went better than last night. I had so many of my problems yesterday. But yeah, so I got my brother and I stuff. So I got like chocolate shakes, chicken tenders, and fries. Oh, I didn't tell you guys. My brother's in the show. He's a flying monkey. It's great. Yeah. The Saturday shows were definitely the best shows. Saturday night is when Charlotte and my friends from school all showed up. Charlotte finally got to meet the besties. It only took 3 years. But you know, it happened. Which is always great. Not a lot of crazy happened on Saturday, I don't think. But Sunday. So my family and I, we went to church at 9:30, which was way too early, and I still think it's too early. We went to church, and then Jonathan and I went up to my school. Like, Sunday was kind of a blur. It was the seniors' last show, and they were taking their like final bows. There's a lot of crying going on, but the girl who had to do my makeup, she literally did it while we were praying. So if you, like, obviously you wouldn't know, but before every show, like, the cast and the crew will, like, pray together before, like, the show. I got my makeup done while we were praying. That's how that went. It was a hot. I mean, it was a lot of fun. Oh, but Sunday, you know what happened? I woke up with a cold, as did half of the cast. I did not go to Applebee's because I just felt really, really crappy. Normally, we go to Applebee's after shows and after closing night. So, I got a cold, a really bad cold. I went home with my brother. We skipped Applebee's. And then Monday and Tuesday of the next week, I was out sick. We had field trips Wednesday and Thursday. We had another field trip on Friday. Well, no, we didn't. We were like in school, but we were doing like Epic Week stuff. We were doing community service stuff. And so I also had to skip Friday. So that's how that went. Yeah. So anyway, that was Dorothy in Wonderland. Sorry, I was not like on top of videos, but you know, felt like I was dying, so I think I get a pass for that. Anyway, I should see you guys next week, Saturday at 4 with another video. Again, I'm sorry that this has just been a hot mess. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, or if you like my writing content, which is what I primarily focus on, please subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I'm kind of at a loss. Yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Okay, bye.